Hi there, I'm Sarah with Milo, and I'm here to answer the parent question. How do I build my child's independence after a year at home? Now, I'm an educational psychologist and I'm also a parent. So, like you, I have been at home with my child for the better part of a year, and it's been great in a lot of ways, but we've all become pretty dependent on one another for things. And now that schools are opening more, people are having more play dates, things are opening up. um, a lot of parents are thinking about how do we pay attention to our child's independence and build and rebuild it with our kids after this dependent year. So, the first thing to think about is to notice what you're doing for your kid. So, independent experts encourage us not to do things for our kids that they can do for themselves. Of course, we all do this. It's a really difficult process and it's not going to happen every time, but it starts with just paying attention to when you swoop in, what for, and when it seems necessary or not. You also want to update your expectations of your kid. So, some of our kids have literally been suspended in their childhood this year, but they've all grown and aged. So, remember how old your child is now, a year into the pandemic, but also remember that they've been handicapped, most of them temporarily by their situation. And it's normal that they might need to relearn some new skills or have regressed a little bit. When you're thinking about building independence, you want to think about moving your child from the comfort zone with a task to the growth zone. So, when kids can do everything for themselves, no learning really takes place. You want to look for challenges that are just slightly beyond what they can do now in the growth zone to slowly build upon. So, we don't want to make goals for them that are way above what they're doing now, right? If your child is just riding a balance bike, you wouldn't expect them to learn how to ride a regular two-wheeled bike in a week, but maybe learning to pedal a little bit, right? Maybe taking the bike out with you holding it for a few minutes. So you're thinking about what's a little bit of growth. You also want to help your children practice problem solving because independent thinking is really where independence starts. So rather than offering solutions to their problems, like, do you need a band aid? You can use how questions to ask your child to think about what to do, like, how do you want to deal with your cut? So if their ideas are not perfect ones, which they often won't be, let them try them out anyway, right? If what they want to put on their cut is an ice pack or a towel, let them try and they can learn what else to do. And you can kind of consult about other ideas as they get older instead of fixing their problems, which we do more with younger children. Then what you want to do is really give your child responsibilities and opportunities for decision making. So you want to build into your home and your routines frequent, regular ways for kids to take reasonable control and make their own choices that are appropriate to their age. So examples of this are having a regular allowance where they get some control over how they spend money, regular times when kids get a say, like choices in menu planning or Saturday mornings, kids decide, or regular places in the house where kids get to do things for themselves, like a snack bin where you get to choose and make your own snacks, or a little cart in the kitchen where they have access to tools that they could use to make a simple meal for themselves if they're hungry. So check out our post for some more advice about independence. There's some great resources from Kids Grow about setting independence goals for kids, which is kind of an interesting challenge. And good luck. Be gentle on yourself and your kids in this kind of thawing of the past year.